Tom had to go back to the apartment to find the thumb tip to see if it was reconstructible. But it had gotten stuck in the broom hollow and then fell out onto the floor, and so it was all crusty and like covered in debris. And I said, like, I don't even want that sewn back on me. Throw it away. Part of me kind of wishes that I had them wash it off.
I was down at old Joe's barroom on a corner beyond the square. The drinks there were served as usual, and the usual crowd was there.
How many stitches did you get?
40 stitches and 30 staples.
Mm-hmm.
Stitches got pulled out, but I still got the staples in my head.
So cold, so pale, so fair.
One of them pulls out a pistol. It was a fucking snub nose, short revolver, 6-shooter sort of gun, but like a snub nose, you know, a short little gun. And they pushed it up against my head. And at this point, it's like, I ain't gonna be a fucking rat.
So I told my sister we were leaving, and I was like, this kid, like, I don't like the way he was treating me, you know, and I didn't know anything about feminism or punk rock or any of this stuff. I just knew I didn't like the way he made me feel. And so I, like, pushed him up against the fence and started to kiss him, and then but before I even really started kissing him, I just kneed him right in the crotch, and then he kind of came down and I punched him in the face. Then I ran down the alley and I jumped on the bike, and I jumped on it so quick I fell off the other side and I skinned up my knee, and then got back on and took off.
My husband and I split up about almost a year ago. And I realized after we split up that I was sort of out in the world of dating again, and it was really terrifying. And I've also been aging, right, as we all age, but I'm noticing age more showing up. And so I started doing laser treatments to get rid of like age spots on my skin and, you know, that sort of thing. So I kind of went down the rabbit hole. I was like, at what point am I gonna feel beautiful again, you know? So I did the laser on my face. She's like, well, let's just do your chest. And I was like, okay, fine, why not? So she zaps my chest with this high heat laser thing. Well, it scarred me.
Growing up in Brazil at the age of 4, playing street soccer with the neighborhood kids, I was chasing a soccer ball going full speed and ran into a cement lamppost. I was able to actually run to the house screaming. I remember that part, and that's when I just don't remember anything until I woke up in the hospital. 2 days later, I was in a coma for 2 days and hospitalized for about a week. That was probably the most painful experience of my life. A massive, explosive kind of a feeling. It's a major scar that reminds me more of a bruise, a major bruise that never went away.
We ended up hanging out with this guy under a bridge with the intention of robbing him. And at one point, the time was right. We just jumped the dude, and he was really surprised about it. We were drinking Mad Dog, and he busted this Mad Dog bottle. And I got this scar right here from getting poked with that busted bottle.
Someone shouted, you guys need to move right now, or something like that. And then explosions went off, and I just remember, I had no idea what was happening, but my legs were burning.
Got home from work, and
started drinking beers, lived by myself, had to go take a leak, and linoleum floor in the bathroom, and I put both hands against the wall above the toilet. I got wool socks on, and I'm just, just pissing like a champ, and my feet start slowly going backwards, and I didn't catch myself. I just kept sliding, and all of a sudden, wham! Head plant on the edge of the toilet. The seat's up. Porcelain. Kissed the porcelain, and yeah, didn't knock me out. Damn near did.
So, I passed out before they put me on the bed into the surgery room, but I woke up in the middle of it. I don't know if I'm supposed to wake up or just messed up the dosage of the anesthesia, but I woke up in the middle of the surgery, and I can hear everything, I can see everything, I can feel all the physical cutting and touching of my body, and the sound of the crunchy cutting fresh skin sound. I can still remember it to this day. And then when the doctor was like, now it's time for you to get your stitches out, and he got it out too early. And then he just stitched my wound back up without anesthesia. Ugh.
So when I was about 8 years old, me and a couple buddies were playing with fire, learning about fire, and we filled up our Tupperware container full of fuel and threw a match towards it, and the whole ground surrounding lit up. 3 of us started stamping it out, and my foot happened to hit a board that was in a teeter-totter action and kicked the whole fuel tank up on my leg, at which point the fireworks started.